Alright, welcome. Today we're going to be doing the RSB Boxing Intermediate class, and we're going to give some modified options. So if you'd like to follow along and do a seated class, you can do that as well. Some of the things will be a little different, so I'll have to change up the exercises, but I would like to try to do it for both of you guys. Today's workout, you will need a few things. So let me tell you right now so you can go ahead and gather them. You will need some type of hand weights. Again, a bottle of water, cans of soup, water jugs would be suffice. So anything that you can hold in your hands that have some weight. What you're going to be doing is a curl and press. And then one weight that is a little heavier. So it could be a backpack, it could be a piece of luggage, it could be a sturdy grocery bag with a few cans thrown in it. Something with some significant weight. What we're going to be doing is a single arm row, which would basically be hand supported by something, either a counter or a chair. Feet are going to be staggered. You're going to hold the weight down underneath your shoulder and you're going to pull it up. So usually you can lift a pretty significant amount of weight, so you'll want to get something heavy. So again, we'll need two small weights, either dumbbells, cables, or water, or cans of soup, or bags with something heavy in it. One heavy bag, again, a backpack or a grocery bag with several things that are heavy in it. You'll need a chair that's fairly sturdy, or a sofa, or at least something that you can sit on. And you'll need either a wall or a counter or back of a couch, something that you could lean on that is anywhere from about chest height. Phone slipped out. There we go. Alright. That's it. For those of you who are tuning in who haven't met me yet, my name is Coach Chris. I am a RSB Boxing coach here, and I am a clinical exercise specialist. I work here at Comber Physical Therapy and Fusion Chiropractic in Williamsburg, Virginia. If you are not part of our RSB Boxing program, we highly recommend that you go ahead and consult your physician before entering any physical activity program. To do so and continue would be to do so at your own risk. Having said that, as we proceed, if you feel any kind of soreness, pain, I need you to go ahead and stop. If you feel shortness of breath, or if you feel faint or feel like you're going to vomit, of course, stop. This is an intermediate workout. We don't need to go too crazy for today. Let's go ahead and get started. Just going to be doing some basic warm-ups. You may also need a towel, which I'm going to need because it's very warm in this room. It's rather small. And grab yourself a little bit of water as well. I will do my best to try to center myself. The room's a little on the small side. Let's start first by just warming up the neck. Let's go ahead and look to one side as far as you can. Make sure your chest is up, head is up, don't slouch, and hold. Back to center, and other side. Back to center, and again. Center, and one last time the other side. And center. And let's go ahead and look up. And center, and down. Center, and up. Center, and down. And center. Ear to shoulder. Try to keep your shoulders down, and again, good posture. Laterally flex your head to one side and hold. And center, and other side. Back to center. Again, other side. These series of neck stretches I highly recommend doing multiple times a day. Back to center, and other side. Nowadays we're spending so much time on our computers and phones. Back to center. Traditionally we're hunched forward with our head in a downward position, which is very bad for our neck and upper back. So doing those stretches will help a little bit, especially if you're experiencing any kind of numbness, tingling, or tightness in the neck. And then of course always If it gets severe or starts to inhibit you in any way, I highly advise seeking physical therapy. Moving on to your shoulders. Again, sitting or standing. Feet are going to be out in front of you. Good posture, chest up, and shoulder rolls. And reverse direction. And you can do the next one seated. I'm going to demonstrate it standing just because I have some limitations of stuff getting in my way. Arm circles. Again, nice and slow, reaching forward, up, behind, and back. Make sure you're not going to knock over anything. As wide and large a motion as you can. And just reaching in front, up, back, change direction. Again, I'm not concerned with how fast you can go, but as big a motion as possible. Torso twists. And again, you can do this seated if you'd like. I'm going to demonstrate standing. If you're seated, feet out in front, feet right underneath your knees, good posture. Hands across your chest. Rotate to one side as far as you can. Back to center. Rotate to the other side, back to center, and rotate, center, make sure your chest is up, good posture, nice smooth motion. One last rotation, and good. Hamstrings. If you're standing, feet wide apart. If you're seated, just go ahead and bring up both feet. Legs are straight. You're sitting in the middle or towards the edge of your chair. Your back is straight. Lean forward. Try to keep your head in a neutral position, and we're just going to hold. If you're standing, just continue doing this standing. Bring both hands and your chest over to one side. And come down till you feel a nice pull, mainly in the back of your leg. You may also feel a little stretch in your low back. And hold. And back to center. Again, try to keep your back straight, head in neutral position. Come forward and hold. Feeling a nice strong stretch in the back of your legs. And over to the other side. Back to the center one last time. Again, try to keep your back straight. And come on up. All right. Next one. If you're seated, same thing, just stay in your seat. What we're going to do is marching. I'm going to demonstrate it standing. And for about 1 minute, and again, it'll be about a minute. I don't have a stopwatch in front of me. And go. Opposite hand, opposite knee are going to come up and down. If you're seated, just raise your feet off the ground and continue this motion in a seated fashion. Try to get those knees up. Again, I'm not really concerned about speed. I want more of a large motion. Really get the knee up. Reaching and stretching with the hands. Go go just a little bit longer. Get those hands up. Still just doing a little bit of the warm-up, raising your body's temperature, getting some oxygen into the muscles, and warming up those ligaments and tendons. And good. Next one. If you're seated and would like to remain seated, what I'm going to have you do is just alternating kickouts. So in a seated position, your feet are going to be right underneath your knees. Just got to straighten your leg and back. If you're standing, what I want you to do are butt kicks. So again, if you're seated, just kick your legs out, alternating. If you're standing, we're going to do butt kicks. Ready, set, go. For the butt kicks, make sure that your knee stays right underneath the hip and you're raising up the heel as high as you can. You want to imagine trying to tap your butt with your heel. And if you can hit your butt to your heel, congratulations, you're real flexible. Or there may be something wrong. I think you need to start therapy. Keep going. Again, we're going to approximately go 45 seconds to a minute. Again, if you're seated, just alternating kicking your feet out. And good. All right, we're going to go through a series of strength exercises. If you wish to remain seated, some of them may be a little difficult to do, so I'll do my best to kind of improvise as best you can. If you're doing the intermediate version, what we're going to do is we're going to go between sit-to-stands and push-ups. Sit-to-stand, you're going to start in your chair, sofa, whatever you have. Lean forward with your back straight, come to a full stand. We're going to do a set of 10, and then we're going to go into push-ups. You can use a wall, you can use a counter space, you can use the back of a couch, you could use the chair, you can go down to the floor if you feel like it, and then we're going to do 10 push-ups. If you're going to remain seated in the chair, what I'd like you to do is maybe just partials. So if you have handles on your chair, go ahead and use those, and what you'll do is you'll just push up so your arms are straight, and then come back down, use your arms for balance. But mainly, just use your legs. If you don't have arms to the chair, what we're going to do is just a partial sit. Partial stand. Chest up, head up, raise yourself up 2 to 3 inches, and then back down. And that's all you'll do. For the push-up part, if you can, fine, stand up and push up against something, that's great. If you cannot, what you're going to do is an isometric push. Hands are going to be together, and you're just going to push for the entire count of 10, pushing as hard as you can, bringing your hands together. Again, if you're intermediate, sit-to-stands, wall push-ups or push-ups against something. If you're doing the modified, what we're going to do is just a partial stand and then just isometric push or a constant press to your hands. All right, I'll demonstrate the modified first and then the intermediate. We're going to do 3 rounds. Ready? Set. Sit-to-stands or partial stands, and go. So I'm going to demonstrate the modified, which is just a slight push-up of a sit-to-stand, maybe 2 to 3 inches. If you're doing the intermediate, do a full stand, stand all the way up, nice and straight. And that's good for the intermediate. For the modified, we'll give a second for the intermediate to catch up because it's going to take a little longer for them to do the full motion. Up. All right, now for the push-ups. If you're modified, Just place your hands out about a foot from your chest, palms facing inward if you're doing the intermediate. Hands shoulder width apart, nice straight line from your shoulders to your hips all the way down to your ankles, and get ready to do push-ups. Alright, intermediate push-ups, modified isometric press. Ready, set, go. And push your hands together. 1, 2, chest up, good posture. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Relax. Alright. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale out. If you need to, get yourself a little bit of water. This time I'm going to demonstrate the intermediate version for round 2. Ready? Set. Set the stands. Go. 1. Again, make sure stand all the way up and all the way down if you're doing the intermediate. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Right into push-ups. And again, if you're doing modified, you do an isometric hand push. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, round 3. And again, this time I'm going to demonstrate the intermediate. Sit to stands. If you're doing modified, just do partials. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you keep your chest up, head up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Right into push-ups. If you're modified, remember you're doing just a hand push, so pushing your hands together. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Next round. All right, next round is going to be curl and press. This is where you're going to need your dumbbells. And then we're going to do some dips. A few different ways you can do the dip. 1, hands on your chair, bring your feet out in front of you, bring your butt off the chair, and come down and up. Another way is you could use the back of a couch, you can use a table, you can use a counter space, something a little higher. I'm going to elevate this a little bit. And place your hands on that. Walk your feet out so that most of your weight's on the back of your hands. Bend the knees, lowering yourself down and coming up. It's a modified way of doing it. It's going to be a lot easier, but you should be able to get a fuller range of motion. So go ahead and give that a try if you'd like. We'll go back-to-back motions, starting with the curl and press. Move yourself to the edge of your chair, or you can do them standing as well. Good posture, chest up, head in neutral position, palms facing forward. Ready, set, and go. And curl, rotate your palms out, and press, and back down. Curl, rotate, press, down. Curl, rotate, press, 3. Curl, rotate, press, 4. Curl, rotate, press, 5. Curl, rotate, press, 6. Keep going. Make sure you have good posture. 8. Curl, rotate, press, 9. Last one. Curl, rotate, press, 10. Alright, I'll demonstrate the modified way. Again, this could be either the back of your chair or the back of a couch or counter or something sturdy. Hands are going to be right up underneath the shoulders. Walk my butt out a little bit, bring my feet out so I'm kind of leaning into it, bending at the elbows, coming down and up. Make sure you keep your hips right underneath your shoulders, that as you come out, that you're not sliding out, and you're getting a nice bend in the elbow. You should be able to feel your shirt graze the back of the chair or counter as you come up and down. Once you finish your set of 10, go ahead and have a seat. Grab those dumbbells. Palms forward, chest up, good posture. And curl, rotate, press. 1. Curl, rotate, press. 2. If you have bad shoulders, you can just do the curl. But if you can do the full motion, I'd like you to try the full motion. That's 4 for me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, dips, and down, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Last round. Curl, rotate, press. 1. Curl, rotate. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Last set of dips. Hands underneath your shoulders. Walk your feet out a little bit. Make sure your hips are right underneath your shoulders and down. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Last thing we're going to do is a row, single arm dumbbell row. You can use a duffel bag, you could use a gallon of milk, or anything that has a lot of weight to it. So what we're going to need to do, place your hand on your chair or counter or whatever you'd like to use to help support your upper body. You're going to stagger your stance. The same hand that's on the chair or whatever you're using to support yourself, that leg is going to be forward. The other leg is going to be back. I'm going to have you come down and grab your weight. Start with it right underneath the shoulder, and you're going to pull it back towards your hip. All right, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3. Notice my back is straight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Set it down. Switch feet, other foot forward, other one's going to step back. Whatever hand you're placing to help support your weight is going to be the same leg that's forward. Make sure your neck is in neutral and your back is straight and my hips are pointing down towards the floor. Grab the weight, start underneath the shoulder, pull it back to where your front pocket would be, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch. And go. 1, 2, make sure your back is straight. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 10. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch. Last round. And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch your feet and hands one last time. Back nice and straight. And go. 1, 2, 3. Remember, it starts underneath the shoulder, ends by your front pocket. And stop when you get to 10. Alright, that's the end of the strength part. Go ahead and start the boxing. Get yourself a little bit of water. Alright. Let me actually clean this out. So, first we're just going to review the punches 1 through 6. I'm going to demonstrate seated. You can go ahead and demonstrate standing. Sorry, it's hot in this room. Alright, let's get into your stance. If you're standing, one foot is going to be forward at a slight angle at 1 or 2 o'clock. Your back foot is going to be over, slightly staggered, off center about 2 or 3 o'clock as well. If I'm seated, what I'm going to do, one leg is going to be out in front of me a little bit more. The other leg is going to be bent with the foot a little closer to me, right underneath my knee. The other foot, my leg is going to be a little straighter. My hips are actually going to be rotated with my lead hand forward. And we're going to go from here. What I really want to focus on is when you do your punches, I'd like to see some shoulder movement. So it's not just the arms that are moving, but as you're punching, there's some shoulder movement. Hands up, lead hand by your cheek, back hand by between your cheek and your jaw. Let's start off with 1, which will be your jab. Palm is going to face down. As you come down, the elbow is going to come up. Shoulder is going to rotate up and out, turning your fist laterally, bringing your chin in towards your shoulder, other hand up in guard. Returning the fist back, bending the elbow, rotating the arm back from a side view. Number 1, which is the jab. Elbow comes up, fist comes down, rotating the palm down, shoulder comes up and back. 2, backhand. That's going to be your cross. As you come across, your shoulders are going to rotate, arms going to come up, elbows coming up, hands coming down, and again, shoulders going to come up, hand in guard, and back. So 1, jab, 2, cross, rotating the shoulders, 1, 2, let's add 3 and 4. Those are your hooks. For your hooks, elbow's going to come up, hand's going to come out and around in a hooking type motion, usually trying to aim for the around head level or a little lower along the rib cage. So 3 is your front or your lead hand, elbow up, coming across, almost like you're trying to wipe something off of a table. 3, 4, same motion, elbow's going to come around, rotating your shoulders in a hooking type motion. So 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. So from the beginning, 1, jab, 2, cross, 3, hook, 4, hook, return. Let's add the last 2, 5 and 6. Those are your uppercuts. From seated or standing position, doesn't matter. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to drop my shoulder down just slightly. In a scooping type motion, I'm going to come up and underneath, ending with the fist approximately in front of my face, maybe about half of a foot away. Return back to your guard position. Same thing with the back fist, going to drop that shoulder down In a scooping motion, going to come up and underneath, rotating that shoulders, and return back to your starting position. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reset, and jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut, reset. One more time. By the numbers. Count out loud with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reset. All right, so whatever your lead or dominant foot is, you're going to reverse that. If you're standing, you're just going to put the other foot forward. If you're seated, you're going to kind of bring your dominant foot in close to the chair or sofa. The other leg you're going to extend out, turning your hips just slightly to the side. Non-dominant hand is now going to be slightly in front. Your dominant hand is going to be in the back. And we're going to do it again, 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, jab, cross, hook, hook, uppercut, uppercut, reset. By the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, reset. All right, let's go ahead and go through some of the combinations. We're going to go ahead and do it both dominant and non-dominant side, so it doesn't matter which one you start with. We're going to do them both, but kind of work on our memory and also being able to do it on both sides. Changing the lead hand back and forth is going to make it a little more complex, so it's going to make it more of a cognitive thing. So let's go ahead and get into position. Hands up, lead foot forward, other leg back, good strong stance, hands up in guard, and we're going to start with a 2, 1, 1. So that's a cross, jab, jab. Ready? And 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. Keep going at your own pace. If you want to, speed it up if you're comfortable. Make sure you're breathing with every motion. So it's 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. Keep going. And good. Switch. Other foot forward. If you're seated, same thing. Just pivot your hips the other way. One foot's going to be closer. One foot's going to be a little farther out. Hands up. And 2, 1, 1. Ready, set, go. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. At your own pace. If you want to go a little slower, work on form or speed up, that's fine. 2, 1, 1. Make sure you breathe with every motion. Keep going. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. 2, 1, 1. Good. And stop. All right, now we're going to do some mountain climbers. If you're seated, what I'm going to have you do is you're going to get in about the middle of your chair. Back's going to be straight. Lean back to your touching. You're going to have a slight lean. And what I'm going to have you do is you're going to bring one knee up, come down, and then you're going to bring the other knee up. That'll be your seated mountain climber. If you're standing, hands on the chair, hands on the counter, whatever you'd like. And you're going to stagger 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You can either walk it in, so walk 1 foot out, walk the other foot in. Or you can do a slight hop, and as one foot comes in, the other one's going to replace the other one. So either way you want to do it. Slight hop, walk in and out, or the seated version. I'm going to demonstrate the seated first, and then I'm going to go through the succession from easiest to hardest. All right, ready? Set and go. Just at your own pace. Again, I'm demonstrating the easiest first. 4, 5. Get those knees up as high as you can. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 20. Good. Nice deep breath in. Exhale out. Get ready for this next set. I'm going to demonstrate the intermediate version where you're walking back and forth. So, hands on your chair or counter and go. Nice big steps. As one foot comes in, the other one's going to come out. Keep going, and good. Take a quick little break, nice deep breath in, exhale out, get a little bit of water if you need to. I'll demonstrate the last one, and I'll use more of a hop instead of a walk back, and that'll be the most challenging one. Get into position. Are you ready? Set, and go. 1, 2, 4, 5. Big steps. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right. Next set of exercises. Punches 1, 2, 3. So just 1, 2, 3, and reset. And again, you can do this either standing or seated. I'm going to demonstrate the seated version. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. At your own pace. You can go slower, really working on rotation and form, or go for speed. Whatever you'd like to do. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A little more. And reset, other side. Other foot forward. If you're seated, switch your feet. One foot's going to be out in front of you a little more. The other one's going to be slightly back. And 1, 2, 3. And go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. At your own pace. Again, you can work slower, really work on form, or try to speed it up a little bit and do more of a cardio workout. Make sure you're breathing. And good. All right. Next one we're going to do is lateral steps. From the seated version, what I'm going to have you do is you're just going to scoot your feet together, scoot all the way to the edge, and you're going to hold on to your seat or cushions or whatever you have, and you're going to go out and in. So that'll be your version for the seated. For the intermediate standing, what I'm going to have you do is feet are going to be shoulder width apart. Step out to the side, bring the other foot next to it. Again, never together, but slightly apart. And just stepping back and forth. So seated version is going to be out and in. Standing version is going to be lateral steps. I'll demonstrate the first one seated, and then the next one intermediate. Ready, set, and go. Keep going. And good. And rest for a second. Nice deep breath in. Exhale out. I'll demonstrate the intermediate version now with more of a side step. And go. So that 2, 3, as big a step as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and rest. Again, nice deep breath in, exhale out. Ready, set, go. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Alright, back to your last set of punches. What we're going to do is freestyle. So whatever punches that you want to do, punches 1 through 6, we're just going to go a constant time. With constant punches, you can vary the speed, speeding it up, and then slowing it back down. Let's start with 1 foot forward, other foot back, hands up into guard. Ready, set, and go. Just constant punches. You can do different combinations. You can go through 1 through 6. Whatever you'd like to do. Just make it up as you go. Use good form. And stop. Switch, other foot forward. Hands up. And again, whatever punches you want to do, freestyle, and go. Doesn't matter what you do, but use good form. Again, you can do different combinations. You can go 1 through 6. And stop. Alright. Jumping jacks. For these, I would like everyone to try to do seated. Going to move to the middle or edge of your chair. Feet fairly close together. Hands down by your side. As your feet come out, your hands are going to come up and then back. Ready, set, go. And 1, 2, big motion. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, rest. Nice deep breath in, exhale out, ready, set, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and rest. Get a nice deep breath in, exhale out, last set, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, let's go ahead and go into the cool down. If you're seated, you're going to need to move yourself to the edge of the chair or sofa, whatever you're on. Feet wide apart, back straight, shoulders right over your hips. If you're standing, you're going to need to get into what's called a horse stance. Toes are facing forward. Feet wide apart, slight bend in the knees. As you can imagine, like you're riding a horse, thus the name. We're going to go through blocks. We have 8 of them. So, my starting position is with my hands are going to be right here, kind of tucked back, hands kind of right underneath my shoulders. Number 1 block. I'm going to raise my hand up by my ear, fist pointing out, elbow up, rotate across the body, rotating the fist, ending just on the far side of the face with the fist rotating away. Elbow is going to be about shoulder height and return back to beginning position. Other side, hand up, palm facing out, fist by my ear, sweeping in front of the body, rotating my fist as I come along, and again, ending on the far side of where your face would be. That's 1 and 2. So let's do that again. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, 3 and 4. 3, take your hand in a sweeping motion. You're going to kind of come out to the side, come up and underneath, making a fist, and bring it outside of your body, ending right in front of that shoulder. And return. So let's do that again. Bring your hand out, a nice sweeping motion down and up, across the body, again keeping your elbow about shoulder height. Other hand, same thing, reach out, come towards the body, sweeping outward now, return, again same thing, sweeping out, then across the body. That's 3 and 4. So let's do 1 through 4. 1, palm up, sweep across. 2, other hand, sweep across. 3, 4. Good. Let's add 5 and 6. So for 5 and 6, what I like to do is I'm going to start with this hand. So I'm going to tap my opposite shoulder, and almost like I'm trying to sweep the dust off me. In a downward motion, I'm going to bring my hand down with my fist and arms standing just outside my leg. Return to the beginning position. Other hand, tap my opposite shoulder, sweep my hand down and across, return to beginning position. Let's go 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Last 2 are upward blocks. For this, we're going to bring both hands forward, bringing our hands together and our elbows close. This is going to be the hand that comes up first. So as I rotate this palm up, this hand's coming down, turning my palm so it's facing forward, rotating up with my wrist slightly higher than my elbow. So not parallel, but a slight angle. Return back to the center. Other side, same start, hands together. Bring the other hand up, rotating the palm forward. Alright, let's go through 1 through 8. Hand up by the ear, sweeping in front, return. Other side, hand by the ear, sweeping in front, return, hand out, sweep inward and then out, return, hand out, sweep in, and out, return, hand to the opposite shoulder, sweeping downward, hand to the opposite shoulder, sweeping down, hands together, palm rotates up, other hand comes down, hands together, other hand comes up, rotating palm forward, comes down. Let's do one last time, 1 through 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Thank you very much for attending this intermediate class with some modified options. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please comment below. I will be checking them. You guys have a wonderful rest of the day.